Hello everyone, this is Julian and I'm here to present to you my activity report. So I've chosen to do a video production that I've entitled The Chase Scene. I've allotted approximately 20 classes for this assignment from start to finish, but could probably be trimmed down to 15 depending on the student. So in this assignment, the students will use Premiere to create, edit, and render a chase scene that they create. They'll be using a whole variety of pre-production material like group treatments, storyboarding, and production planning. They'll have to film a whole bunch of required scenes that will have a variety of shots and angles. They're going to edit the footage using Premiere. They will have to produce a soundtrack with some music and effects. They'll be creating title scenes and credits using Premiere. And finally, they will have to render the video all onto DVD. So this assignment touches all the overall expectations addressed by the ministry. Some strategies to enhance student engagement. Well, this unit involves students right from start to finish. It offers a student a lot of choices, which helps them become more engaged because they are able to choose what they're interested in. The student first is able to come up with their own story idea, and then they choose their own groups and they share those ideas with their classmates. From there, the group gets to brainstorm and decide which idea they feel is best suited for the type of video they want to produce. So they get to choose the themes, the ideas, the camera shots and angles, to the type of music and audio that's going to be added. So the student is in charge of this assignment, and because it is a student-driven assignment, I believe that they will put forth more effort and interest. So some of the activities that I've chosen for this assignment are as follows. Activity number one, I decided to do an individual treatment plan. So here, the student individually produces a detailed treatment for a potential group chase scene. It should be a chronological description of the video, how long it will be, how it will look, how this story will unfold. They write this down and then it is handed in to be looked over by the teacher. The activity number two, the individual students bring these treatments to the group that they pick, and the group will go over them and kind of decide which storyline they like the best. Then they must create a detailed storyboard for the video with information about all their main shots, the locations, the types of shots they want to use, and it has to be as detailed as possible. Activity number three, this is when the students just jump in. They will film all the required footage that they'll need for the chase scene. The filming will have to have proper shot composition techniques, and they'll have to use a variety of shots, like close-ups and long shots and angles, and use the rule of thirds. Finally, they will have to edit the editing and post-production. The students will have to upload all their footage onto the computer and use Premiere to edit the footage. Premiere will also be used to add title screens, closing credits, transitions, and effects. Audio and sound effects can be added using Acid Express or some similar type of program. So the type of audience that this project is intended for is pretty much all students that are interested in how video production works. It's a project for the entire class to have fun with and learn how much work is actually involved in creating their favorite movies. So the software that is required for this will be mostly Adobe Premiere. There'll be other software that they can use like Acid or any other music programs that they choose. So day one and day two, this is when the individual students will do their own treatments and come up with their own story ideas. And it should include overall the treatment, the mood of the video, if it's going to be humorous, suspenseful, or scary, an overview of the setting and the location of the movie, a detailed description of their action, an outline of the visual effects and camera techniques that they want to use, and it should be easy to understand and follow. Day 3 and 4, the students break off into their own groups with their classmates, and they vote as to which ones they like the best. This will then be the beginning of their storyboard for their assignment. The groups then create a storyboard for the video that provides a lot of information regarding the main shots of the video, the locations, and the shot types. A storyboard drawing must be as detailed and accurate as possible. So days 5 to 10 is when the filming of the footage actually occurs. So some of the concepts that the students should be conscious of are they should be using a variety of shots, like close-ups and long shots, interesting angles, natural framing, and the rule of thirds. They should make sure their shots are steady, unless they are purposely trying to make shaky shots. So they have to remember to use an iPod or a tripod. Multiple takes of shots when they're on location, so that they can choose which angle and which shots they like the best. And they have to remember that they have to be in consistent costume when they're doing this, so that everything runs smoothly. Days 10 through 15, the students then upload all of their footage to the computer, and they begin the editing process. They will get a tutorial on Premiere, and they can watch the ones that we've watched in Lynda, or some of the ones that are online. They should try to ensure that they don't have any more than 2 or 3 shots of the same type in sequence. For example, 3 long shots or short shots in a row to help create some excitement. So they're also going to use Premiere to add opening title screens and closing credits, transitions and effects. If they want to use or add any special effects, the program After Effects can be used. So this really only brings us up to day 15 out of the 20, but the schedule is very flexible, and depending on how the students progress, that can kind of dictate as to how long you want this assignment to go. As far as an evaluation strategy is concerned, I believe that checklists for most of the activities are the best way to go. This will allow the student to know what is expected of them, and they can check off all the expectations as they go along. Also, verbal feedback, so they know right away if they're doing something right or wrong, if it is exactly what we are looking for, is a good way as well. The final assessment, there's a rubric that is on the wiki that I've uploaded that covers all the angles and all the things that we've talked about already. So the video is entitled The Chase Scene, but of course, to give the students the freedom to do whatever they want is probably the best, as long as they stick to all the elements that we are looking for. And like I've mentioned many times, it is very, very flexible. So we've allotted the 20 classes, but it could go anywhere from 15 to 20, depending on the group of students that you have. Some may be done quite quickly, and some may take the whole 20. So I hope that you enjoy this project and are able to use it somewhere along the lines. If you would like any more details or like to discuss it, please feel free to get in touch with me. It'd be awesome. I just wanted to say thank you for all the colleagues, or all my colleagues, for all their postings and whatnot. And it's hard to believe that the course is done already. So I wish everyone the best, and thank you for listening. So just before I go, I thought I would leave you with one of my all-time favorite chase scenes. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do, and talk to you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cárcel de Teddington.